Originally, where are you from?
Yes, I was born in Hong Kong.
How old were you when you moved from Hong Kong?
3, 4 something. Not to Hong Kong only, but also to China,
Right.
I mean mainland China.
Yeah.
I got relatives on 3 sides.
Your latest video, you were talking about how you wanted to leave Taiwan.
Yes. It doesn't matter how right you are in either sides of the war, you're doomed. No such a country called Taiwan.
Can we just agree to disagree?
Probably not.
Before we continue the video, I wanted to let everyone know the topic of politics makes me uncomfortable. I'm always talking about stepping outside of your comfort zone. So today I decided I should talk about Taiwan politics since it's definitely out of my comfort zone. My guest today has the less popular opinion of this topic, which is why I wanted to talk to him and to hear his point of view. Leave a comment below. Let me know your opinion, but please be respectful.
I'll let you introduce yourself.
I'm Sean, and I have a YouTube channel called Sean and Shiba. In Chinese, it's 才向你说.
And Shiba's your dog?
Yeah, she was my dog.
Oh, she was? Okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes.
Originally, where are you from?
Yes, I was born in Hong Kong.
How old were you when you moved from Hong Kong?
3, 4 something.
Have you visited Hong Kong since you moved from Hong Kong?
I was there last year.
Your channel, you talk a lot about cross-strait relations
Yep.
and things like that. Is that, would you say that's one of the #1 topics?
Yeah, because I, as a person who crossed the straits,
You did.
not to Hong Kong only, but also to China, I
Right.
mean mainland China.
Yeah.
I got relatives on 3 sides.
Oh, have you lived in China as well?
Of course.
Oh, so you've lived
Almost
Hong
three-
Kong,
al-
China,
almost
and
6
Taiwan.
years.
Oh, interesting.
And I got relatives on 3 ends.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Our country's name is officially not Taiwan.
Ooh, okay.
There's
interesting.
no such a country called Taiwan. Our country's official name
I think I know where you're going at. Go
is
ahead.
called Republic of China.
Yeah.
To a lot of people's despise and
Yeah.
hate.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the UN's official record. Who are the first 4 nations who founded United Nations? Republic of China, not the People's Republic of China.
Oh.
And it's
Interesting.
not for debate. It's a fact.
Yeah.
It's a solid
Do you
fact.
think the average people don't understand these kind of details, like, or they don't pay attention?
They refuse to acknowledge that's a fact, and the current government want to keep it that way. They don't want. They refuse to acknowledge the fact that
Yeah.
this is our official name.
Didn't they change the new passports just say Taiwan now?
No, they include the Taiwan in the column, but the Republic of China is still there.
I mean, I know when I'm playing my Nintendo Switch that Taiwan is an option
I know.
for what country you want to choose for your video game system.
And that will change according to the politics.
Yeah. Maybe this is just my naivety or whatever, but I just kind of feel like, can't we all just can't we just let all these titles go and just be, it's like, it's so sad, like the world can't just be more simple.
Trust me, I share your opinion.
Yeah. Your latest video, you were talking about how you wanted to leave Taiwan.
Yes.
Does anything about wanting to leave or desire to leave have to do with the politics of why you would think about wanting to leave the country?
That's a very good question. And the first priority reason I leave the place is because that I don't see any hope and potential for the current and future political leaders in Taiwan. They will lead the people here on the island or on islands away from the war. Instead, they bring us closer to the war. And not for our all shared benefits.
You're talking war as in between the potential of China and Taiwan. The war, I assume that's what you mean.
Cross-strait war, let's say. Just see the Israeli war and the Ukrainian war.
Russia.
It doesn't matter how right you are in either sides of the war, you're doomed. And that's a major reason I leave.
Like if you watch CNN they were making comparison to Russia and Ukraine with Taiwan and China on the news, not the news that we see in Taiwan, but the news that the rest of the world sees. I would be getting phone calls like, Cole, do you have plans just in case something goes down. Like my family was asking, what's my
Seriously?
they were worried for me. Yeah, they were like, and I thought, it was a lot of propaganda on the news. But do you think there was any validity to what they were talking about on the news?
I would
that was
say
getting my family all worked up?
there are some, but you don't need to worry because you're definitely on the plane back to Canada.
But this is my question. In the event of any kind of war, like I'm prepared to do anything to protect my family in any bad situation, but like I would have a guilty conscience taking my children and my wife away from a bad situation and knowing her parents are like I wouldn't be okay with that.
Who wouldn't?
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, any living soul will feel the same.
Which is why I want to believe that your instinct is wrong and that this won't ever happen.
I definitely wish for.
If you could just break down for me, for someone like myself who really doesn't understand politics very deeply, DPP, KMT, is there a simple, non-polarized way to explain each party where nobody can go, that's not true?
Cole, you're killing me, but I'll try very hard to give you a
I know, if you ask a KMT person, they will say ta-ta-ta, and if you ask like what is DPP? I know a Democratic Progressive Party, but like who are they as a party? Like
DPP is, I would say they are probably the most adapted party I can ever seen in the Taiwanese history.
Oh,
and
okay.
To adapt and survive, they cope with the environment and their own statement and change it for so many times. So at the beginning, in history, they have tried to work with communists.
Oh, interesting.
A very long time ago.
Yeah.
So the sole purpose of this party is to get into power, and right now they have succeeded. Right,
yeah.
The two from Taiwan and another two from
Chen Shui-bian. Yeah.
And 4 tenures are remarkably bad regarding the economic growth and the energy and power policies. We have spent 400 billion
NT
dollars on a ruined
that's a lot of money
nuclear plant, and the plant is now not.
You're talking Kending, that plant?
No,
or?
the one called Hesi, the fourth nuclear plant.
It scares me how many nuclear power plants we have in Taiwan.
True, but it helps because
as long as there isn't a big earthquake,
because Taiwan is a hot place, right?
Of course, yeah.
But right now we can be very fairly to say that DPP they're very good at elections.
They're good at winning the hearts of the people, I guess.
Yes, and I say that from a very positive way.
Of course, yeah.
Publicity, the media, and how you deal with the media and the heart of the people. Mm-hmm. That's the best part of the DPP. Yeah. And I really wish they will use that advantage for the Taiwanese a better good. They was not originally pro-independence of Taiwan. They became aware that, the Taiwanese independence might get them the benefit of getting into the political power core. Mm-hmm. And then, let's redo the statement and the whole constitution of the party. Mm-hmm. And then we have this pro-independence, Taiwan first and China F off, statements. And also, in DPP's defense, I think they have done a really good job to the pro-LGBTQ. And
gay marriage is legalized now. That's a big move.
That's a big
in Asia, I think the only country in Asia.
And I appreciate that too, because I'm deep down I'm a liberal.
Yeah.
And also they have empowered the Aborigines.
Right.
I mean the really locals. The Aborigines, they have suffered so much that the population just dropped down drastically from like more than 10% 2 decades or 3 decades ago to right now less than 5%. So they really need that, and I really want to give the credit to DPP. That's a good part.
Okay, so they've been good with that.
Yeah.
KMT? What is KMT?
KMT is like
Kuomintang. I know that's the Chinese way of saying it.
They're more like a twin brother of the communists in China right now, but they are suffering really from the culture that will split. They'll split instead of unification.
Right.
So once they feel the danger, they intend not to become strong together. Instead, they'll split. So that's that's a cultural weakness of the KMT.
So I want to ask, if you were to ask the people who are KMT supporters in Taiwan, like the
Yes.
ones that would vote KMT,
Yeah.
will they all see KMT the same way, or do different people who are voting for them see them differently? Do you know what I'm
They
saying?
definitely see them
Like some of
differently.
them might have family in China, which would make them be pro KMT. I'm guessing that would be one of the
The
reasons
chance is high, but still, I met a lot of exceptions.
that are all from Taiwan, but they still vote KMT.
Yes.
Do some of them have fear about China and Taiwan, and they think voting KMT is a safer choice?
That too.
Is that a big reason for a lot of people to vote KMT?
That's one of the many reasons. And of course, KMT is a political party from China. They
Yeah.
need to adapt and survive,
Yeah, of
just like
course.
DPP. But they did really lousy job on
adapting.
and I would say survival too. So let's keep splitting.
Right. Okay.
And of course, regarding the political achievements and the construction and the building of the whole society, they have done a great deal
Right.
to rebuild the Taiwan as you can say as a country or as an area. They have done good job. The TSMC
That I know about. Yeah.
is founded by the KMT.
Interesting.
Jiang Jingguo.
Isn't
Founded
that
by
interesting?
KMT party and by its money.
You have to be a salesman, right, to be a good politician,
Oh, definitely,
right?
definitely.
It's like a door-to-door salesman, you know?
If anyone wants to understand Taiwan as a whole or understand Taiwanese politics, you might want to look into the latest 民众党 as a party, new third party.
The one that can't win or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Because they've got the two superpowers,
Yeah.
right? Do you think, is Taiwan like America, you know, the Republicans and the Democrats, do you think Taiwan is polarized with KMT DPP?
We definitely follow the footsteps of US, so we're definitely more and more polarized. So right now, I lost a friend because I don't really share your point of view regarding DPP because she is a DPP supporter, hardcore, deep green. She even got some relatives still in mainland China.
Oh, interesting.
And she visited them, but still, she hates mainland China.
So do you think there's a lot of people that are very like heated about?
Yes, as the number of the rockets and missiles grow on both sides, the hatred and the despise will
It's
grow.
getting stronger.
We need to calm down, calm ourselves down.
Of course, yeah.
And-
You can't make logical choices when you're that
Agree.
heated about anything.
Agree.
Yeah, you know, it bothers me. Like as a teacher, I get kids, oh, I hate China, and they're just like, they don't even know why they're saying it. A lot of them, and I'm like, I think what you're trying to say is you don't agree with the government system of China, because China as a country is like Taiwan as a country. People are people.
True.
And then you get government. You know, your problem lies with the
Politicians.
and that has nothing to do with that guy growing rice in China.
Agree.
So like we should be mindful of that people are just people.
Agree. And
You know?
I think the tension grows across the straits. The politicians of both sides, on both sides, they all want to cover themselves with their representation as people's choice or people's benefit.
And
So
I will tell you what you want to hear so that you can vote for me.
Yeah, politicians don't represent you
Yeah.
because they share different interests than you do.
They always do. Money and power, isn't
They
that
never
really
do.
what it comes down
Right.
to? Like, yeah, because when you're at that level of eliteness, you don't see common people as regular people. Like
And
you can't relate to them.
And do you care? So
Yeah.
once I tossed the question, my female friend
Yeah.
just cut
That's it. You guys
cut
are
our
you're done with each
friendship.
other.
I said,
So
what,
sad,
what did I
though.
say?
That's
I mean,
so sad.
that's a legit question, right? As a fellow voter, don't I get the right to pose questions? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
yeah.
that's offending question.
Well, it's ridiculous because the whole point of democracy is that we have the choice to vote for who we want. People should be tolerant of other people's views, whether you agree with them or not. That's what a civilized society should be like. Oh, you're DPP and I'm KMT, but you're still my brother. I accept that you have your reasons and I have my
respect that.
reasons. Yeah,
Right?
That's how it should be.
But see what happened to my friends.
Yeah. Did we just say anything that's overly controversial, would you say?
Probably the definition of DPP and KMT, because a lot of the facts don't fit in their subjective. The voters, once they got separated, they are more easily to be fooled.
Well, yeah, divide and conquer, right? Isn't that how it is
and that's why
everywhere in the world right
they're
now?
so successful.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. Well, it sounds like you've spent a lot of time analyzing this.
Oh, definitely. I'm a responsible voter.
Yeah. You are a responsible voter, yeah.
And I don't like to be fooled and be taunted by politicians.
Yeah.
But that's what politicians will always try to do to you. It doesn't matter what country or what voting areas, district you're in. It doesn't matter if you're American, you're Canadian, you're Taiwanese, or even if you are in mainland China. Politicians will always try to fool you.
If you pay attention, you can look at every politician.
The same.
Watch what they said a year or two ago and now, and it's like they're literally telling you what needs to be said in that moment.
Exactly. Because they need to be liked.
Something will change in a positive way. Whatever that is, I don't know.
I can only pray for it.
But that's my desire. Ask for what you want, not for what you don't want. That's what I have to say. What do you love about your country here? I mean, I'd say it's your country. If you've been here since you were like a little boy.
Sure, Republic of China is definitely my home and my country, and as well as the place and the culture I truly admire and love, I genuinely love, and also it represents every positive thing about Chinese culture.
Yeah.
Most delicate Chinese artifacts in the palace museums.
In Taipei, right? Yeah.
If not for our country, Republic of China, these artifacts will be definitely, for sure, it's a fact, for sure, gone,
destroyed,
burned, destroyed.
Oh, you think China would destroy them if they had them?
In Cultural Revolution. I have introduced Chinese culture so many times to my foreign friends.
Yeah.
And along with some of my foreign customers.
Yeah.
Once they entered the museum palace and they visited Taiwan and so many Taipei City, Taoyuan, Kaohsiung.
Yeah.
They say, you look just like the Chinese across the strait on the other side, but the way and the manners you act and live are so different.
Yeah.
What happened? I mean, Cultural Revolution.
Democracy, I guess.
And education.
Freedom of speech, I guess we have here.
At least we get to vote.
To a point, we have freedom of speech. It seems like everything's getting canceled nowadays, but.
Yeah.
So I know you said a few times Republic of China.
Yeah.
Do you have people that get angry at you for saying that?
Oh, sure. All the time, is it? What happened? That's our country, is it?
You mean it's actually written in the documentation of all citizens, yes?
It's in Constitution.
But this is where are you sure that there isn't a new passport that only, because I think my wife's passport only says Taiwan.
No, it said ROC.
There is still ROC on it?
It's ROC.
So then I don't know why would someone get mad about that? It is what it is then, I guess, right?
Because they fail to acknowledge the fact. Because they want to acknowledge that Taiwan is my own country, but the name doesn't exist.
But Taiwan can be your own country regardless of the name.
If we do a referendum, by risking our lives at war.
It's not worth a war. I don't know, is it worth a war? I don't think.
Some of the younger generation, like less than 20 years old, they can't even recall what's a genuine name of their country. They always call their country Taiwan.
Right.
They don't even know the name anymore.
Oh, you mean the ROC, you mean?
Yeah, they don't know.
Right, so here lies the polarization. This group of Taiwanese will say, no, we are Taiwan, sovereign nation. No, we are Republic of China. Can we just agree to disagree?
Probably not. They want their side to be the final and the last.
Because I'd like to remain neutral because I'm neither from China nor am I from Taiwan. I don't think I have a right to having an opinion.
You are neutral by nature.
I have to be neutral. Oh, because I'm Canadian, yeah. All right, well, I appreciate this talk. You're always going to make someone angry when you talk about these topics. I hope that we've remained as neutral as we can while you still sharing your opinion. And it certainly opens my eyes up. And I'd be interested in interviewing someone that thinks the opposite of how you do so that we can hear different sides of it.
That's so many. so many people who host the opposite side opinion of
To yours, you mean?
comparing to mine.
You
Easy.
mean you're sharing your voice that isn't shared as much, is what you're saying?
Yes.
All right. Well, I appreciate that because I think everyone should have a right to their opinion and also to help people have a opposing perspective so that you can have a more worldly kind of understanding of something.
True.
Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. I appreciate your sincerity because a lot of people are afraid to
No problem.
share how they feel, and I will see you in the next one.